You can be dependent on money, you can be dependent on material ideas, you can be dependent on people. Most of us have this issue. But the thing that we don't really see on a grand scale, that we depend on food. We depend on food because we woke up, okay, it's time for breakfast. Half of the day, midday, you go and eat lunch. Finishing the day, okay, let's have a feast. So at least 3 times we have it in our culture integrated. We gotta eat that we gotta feed ourselves, and whether you're hungry or not, most likely most of the people would have the 3 meals a day. Bottom line. And by doing intermittent fasting, you are breaking this habit. You are breaking this dependency on food. And just have a thought. How dependent are you and people around you on food? Are you dependent? Hey, what's up everyone? This is another POLGAR episode experience, and in the upcoming 1 month I'm testing out a diet called intermittent fasting. Now, I've heard of this diet a couple years ago, back in the times when I was living in China. I just came across this diet a couple of weeks back. The reason I'm doing it is to revitalize my body. The concept of intermittent fasting, just quickly, you can look it up easily. Google tells everything, including this one as well, is that you starve from evening till late afternoon, early evening. You get to replenish your needs just in a couple hours. Let's say if you do 24 ratio, it means that you don't eat, you don't drink any sugary, calorie-rich liquid, and for 20 hours, including sleeping time, and for the remaining 24 hours, you get to replenish all those needs that you have. If you do 18-16, same idea, same ratio. For 18 hours, including sleep time, you don't eat, you don't get to drink any calorie-rich products, but you have the remaining 6 hours to replenish. Now, at this stage, I am already a week over and want to test it out if my body feels more vital, as more energized by the end of this challenge. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know. I'm really focusing on this one. I'm trying to experience my body, how I respond on an everyday basis. At this stage, I'm doing 18 to 20 hours of starvation, and I give my body 6 to 4 hours to replenish on the needs. And that's been pretty rough. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty rough because I've been drinking only green tea and mineral water in the last 10 days. And it does the job because the more I drink, the less hunger I have. Probably I just trick my mind or whatever. The concept of this intermittent fasting, that you're supposed to have the same amount of calories by the end of the day than if you wouldn't do intermittent fasting. Why? Because it's not about losing weight, but about letting your new cells use not only the energies coming from the food, which is the easiest way. So that's why we feel hunger, because we just want to use the easiest way. And it's been rough because during that 4 to 6 hours time range, I'm not able to provide my body the same amount of calories, protein, because I eat like once around like 4 o'clock, and the next time we'll eat around like 8 o'clock, and I gotta get used to this. And so far, this is the biggest issue, that I woke up hungry, and I need to tolerate that hunger. And when I'm hungry, I'm really a prick, a dickhead, so it's really hard for my environment to tolerate me as well. But I do want to hang on this challenge and keep on testing this out. The other difficulty that I'm facing is that I have lack of concentration. I save heaps time by not spending time on figuring out what to eat or eating on its own. But the downside of this is that I do think a lot of the hunger, and I do concentrate on hunger, trying to meditate and push it down. But as I try to do this, I'm distracting myself from another activity, whether it's reading or learning from YouTube or stuff like that. So this is something that I have to sacrifice my mind attention. But on the upside, that if you're a low budget traveler, then you save shitloads, because you don't spend money on food until like late in the evening, and as you eat twice, then it comes down to a less expensive rather say inexpensive day as of budgeting for food. So far, after 10 days, what I've experienced is saving time. That's big stuff. Saving money, it's pretty cool. And getting stronger up here, because the more I tolerate hunger, the more faith I have that if I run out of money while I'm on the road long term, then I'm still not going to be desperate or lost in faith in case I wouldn't have money, I wouldn't have the opportunity to feed myself. So the conclusion that I could make after a couple days already is that it's good to be independent, to train yourself independence. If you feel like sharing your comments, please do so down below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Until next time, you with a little bit of me are not dependent on food. Bye.